Hi and welcome to GW-B TV, G's Reviews, Views and Opinions, and welcome to my long-term review on the Casio GW-B5600 G-Shock Square, and I'm also going to demonstrate the Bluetooth function in a little bit more detail on this one. I am wearing, as usual, my Vostok amphibian that I have distressed and modded, and I'm just absolutely loving this watch. So the little square G-Shock, then just quickly show you it there. This is the all blackout one, so everything sort of blacked out, very stealthy, really enjoying this watch. It's got a really good backlight, as you can see there, fade in, fade out. We've got the tough solar, 200 meters of water resistance, Bluetooth, it will sync to the atomic clock if you're in the area. It's got the Combi Strap, which is really nice, super comfortable, and it's got the sort of what I call like the step up rear case back. Still just a screw in one, but a little bit nicer than some of the cheaper ones. So mode wise on this watch, it's a standard G-Shock Square, and you've got the mode button, the adjust button, the light button, and this button here is actually called the receiving button. Now if I just press that button once, it says time, and what that will do is, as you can just see there on the phone, this watch has been adjusted point memory performed. So that's actually done two things via Bluetooth to the phone, and what that's done is it's set the time to the obviously the phone picks up the atomic time, it's dead accurate, and it's adjusted the watch to match that time. And you'll see now in the sort of top left above where it says Saturday, it's got RCVD saying that it's received the time, so it is, you know, it's bang up to date. The second function that has just performed is it has pinpointed where we are on a map within the app, which is just quite a nice little feature. Now the second use for this button, if I just press and hold, and if you watch here, it kind of tells you what to do. So I'm just going to press, it says time, RC, hold, and I'm going to carry on holding, find, hold, find, so I can release that now, and you'll hear the phone is now making a noise, and I can switch that off just by pressing that button. And that will work if the phone's switched on with the volume off. Actually, I'm not sure if it work if the phone's, no, it won't work if the phone's switched off, obviously, but if it's on silent, it will still work. So that's a good way of finding your phone at home. You've also got, if you just go through the normal mode, you've got world time function, you've got your alarms, so there's about, I think, 4 or 5 alarms, signal alarm and snooze alarm, your stopwatch, and a countdown timer, and then back to the time. So fairly sort of normal functions. Now if we just open the app here, and I'm just going to press and hold this button here, and you'll see it come up and it will say connect, CNCT hold, and now it's connecting, and you'll see the app fire up there. It says connection complete, so now the watch is connected. So now on the phone we've got a few different options. You've got the guide, which basically is an instruction manual, but it's nice and visual and shows you what all the functions are. You've got world time, so we can set up and change our world times. We can switch our home time to our world time, and once you've done it and saved it, that will ping across to the watch. Then we've got time and place, so if we click on last place, that'll actually pinpoint and show you on the map where we are. I'm not actually going to show that, and all the time you're in the app you can see the details on the watch match what's on the screen, and even to the time as well. Then you can go to utility, and in the utility we've got alarm, so if I want to set a new alarm I can. So the time at the moment is 10 o'clock, so if I want to set an alarm I can go in here, turn it on, set the alarm for 10:01, send setting to watch, Setting completed. So at 10:01 the alarm will go off. And you've got your alarm signal, you've got the snooze function and all the other alarms. Let's go back. We've got the countdown. There's the alarm going off on the watch. Let's just stop that. So there you go. So that makes it nice and easy to set up stuff. You've got the timer. So that's just your countdown timer. You can set it to what you want. Now, I just generally leave it for 12 minutes because that's how long it takes to cook things like pasta and stuff. And obviously you can change that on the watch. To be honest, if you was going to change this on the watch via your phone, you just use the timer on the phone, but this is just a way to set it up. So not great, that one. Now this one, the reminder. Okay, so here we are on the reminder page. So what we're going to do is we're going to turn on a reminder. So I've got one here set up and I've just put in please subscribe. It's dated for today. Once only, the period set in, so it starts and ends today, and the day of the week obviously is Saturday. So we're just going to turn that on and click send to watch. Just look at the watch, it says REM OK. Setting complete, so that's OK. So we'll set the reminder and we'll go to the watch in a second. There's some settings in here. You can connect to different watches. So there's a tutorial. So on the watch you've got watch display settings, 12-24 hours, day, month, language. Set operation sound, set the time for connecting to the app, time adjustment, light settings. Just go in there, got auto light, set the light illumination, as we'll change that to 4 seconds, send that to the watch. Setting complete. Let's just go to, so we've got power save settings, summertime settings, etc. So you've got all the settings for your watch there, you've got help screens. It's a really useful app. It's not, you know, we're not in Apple Watch territory here, but it is useful and it does make using the watch a lot easier. If we just check now the light, it will stay on for longer. There you go. So that's now staying on for 4 seconds. And there you go. We'll talk about that in a minute. So that's basically it. So what we'll do is we'll just come out of the app for now, move that out of the way and concentrate on the watch. Obviously you saw something happen on the watch there. Now with the reminder set up, it does go off on the day and it does show you, but if you just press the light, you'll see at the end of the light it flashed red, which indicates that there is a reminder. Okay, so on the day of the reminder, it does flash, and whenever you use the light, so if I press the light there, it flashes red, and that means that there's a reminder set. So it's just reminding you that you've got your reminder set. To see actually what the reminder is, if we press this button and then look in the top right, please subscribe, and there's your reminder. And that's kind of how that works. I think it's just one of those, it's a really useful little function. It's really great, and you can link that in with the alarm, so when the alarm goes off the reminder comes up, stuff like that. But ultimately it's got the Bluetooth functionality is enough to make it useful, but it's not where I found the Apple Watch was just an extension of your phone. I believe that this has got just a couple of useful functions that make using the watch easier, and the Find My iPhone function I use quite a lot, and it just makes using the watch even more of a pleasure. I'm just going to pop it on the wrong wrist there, just to show you it on the wrist as well. And that's what it looks like. It's really comfortable, it's really lightweight, the strap wears really well. I was a bit dubious about this plastic strap, but I'm actually really liking it now. I've now sold my 5610 and my other G-Shocks because, to be honest, this is the only G-Shock I need, and I don't wear the others when I've got this one, unless I'm doing it just like purely for review purposes. If I'm going to pick up a G-Shock, this is the one. It's robust enough, it's smart enough, it's lightweight, it's comfortable, it's just everything like a G-Shock should be, but it's also practical, it's got some useful functions, and it's got that sort of stealthy look. Sometimes it just goes completely dark. It's got the lovely backlight. Obviously it will go into power save and sleep mode, and got that fade in, fade out. There's your reminder, so every time you press the light, so you know there's a reminder set. I just think it's an absolutely fantastic little G-Shock. A bit more expensive than most of the squares, but you can generally pick these up on some sort of deal, and I 100% thoroughly recommend this watch. Now, this is GRVO TV, G's Reviews, Views and Opinions. I'll see you soon. Cheers, bye.